Good morning, tribe. Welcome to Level Up Live. I am Jen, aka jendotcohen, and we are happy today because it's a short week for me. So I am very happy that this is kind of my faux Friday already, work-wise. And our topic today, in keeping with the Independence Day holiday, is freedom to be me. And I want to talk about what age has taught you about not giving a damn. In the best way possible, I mean. But what age has taught you about that? And really it's about embracing authenticity over approval. So that's what I want to discuss today. But first and foremost, let's go to the chat. Let's see who's been able to join us today. And if you're in the chat, make sure you remember to hit the like, because the YouTube algorithm is a fickle thing and it really likes the likes. So feed the algorithm. First one in, mod extraordinaire, John Gaylor. Good morning, John. Thank you for coming in. And second one, my first Scott of the day, Scotty J Travels, with a huge whoop whoop and a good morning with Make Today Count and a big kiss. So back at you. Mwah. Love you. I dropped a link that I have pinned at the top of the chat in YouTube for those of you watching on YouTube. It is a shopping link for those of you located in the US and Canada, because Helping Hands for Cruising is doing a July fundraiser. We have partnered with a company called A Blend Above that does all kinds of amazing dips and mixes and soups and drinks and all kinds of stuff. Everything is very reasonably priced. It's got one flat rate of shipping. And the exciting part is 50% of everything you purchase gets donated to Helping Hands for Cruising. So it's a huge boom for the organization, and we really appreciate it. So check out the link, see if there's anything over there that looks tasty to you, and place an order. Chet is coming in. Thank you so much, Sea Leg Journeys, for being here. Happy Thursday to you too. And Derek with New Horizons Above and Beyond, good morning to you. Cruise Nuts are here. Hey, how are you? Everybody saying hey to each other. And Angie coming in, whatever floats your boat, on an ELS raid. I was just over at Eddie's show and it was so great to see Jimmy. So very exciting. And Ryan, who counts as me for Ryan Scott. So he is my second Scott in the chat. Good morning, Ryan. Thank you so much for coming in. Great to have you here. And folks, like I said, love that you're all saying hey to each other. Sherman is here with CNS Travel. Thanks for coming in, Sherman. And Kathy Mills, good morning. How are you today? Awesome to see you. So let's click through here. I don't want to miss anyone, especially not Danny Dizzle, the super supporter. Hola to you too, Danny. How are you today, sweetie? Let's see. Law Jones is giving major thumbs up vibes here. So thank you, Law. Thanks for reminding everyone. Laura, good morning. Thank you for being here, sweetie. Appreciate you. This is great. I'm so excited that so many folks were able to make it today. And Zach with Coker Culture coming in. Zach, hey, good morning. How are you? Fantastic. This is great. Love this. Oh, you love the necklace? Thank you. I will actually go through a spiel on the necklace on another show, because this is like my favorite necklace. It's called a 10-way necklace. It actually comes from your neck of the woods, Laura. It comes from Australia, and it's held together with magnets so you can configure it in like 10 different ways. It's really cool. Anyways, continuing on with our chat. Folks still shouting out to each other, which I do love. So let's make sure that I don't miss anyone. And tomorrow morning, you'll be live again at 10:30 Central Time. Well, make sure that you drop your link by putting in hashtag tribe, TRIBE. Go over and check out Derek and New Horizons Above and Beyond, and make sure that you put the notification bell on for his show tomorrow morning. So fabulous, Sensei Chet. And where is Sensei Rabbit? That wascally thing. So thank you for dropping your link. Nightbot seems to be a little behind, but it will catch up. So here we go. Folks still saying good morning to each other. Like I said, I don't want to miss anyone. Thank you, Scotty. Hit that thumbs up. It does matter. It does count. So who else is here? TNT Adventures to Sea. If I can click the right thing. Good morning. How are you, Tom and Terry? And Terry, congratulations again on your certification. That is so cool. And Denise is here. Denise, how are you, sweetie? Here we go. Nightbot finally caught up for you. So if you drop in hashtag tribe, TRIBE, it will go ahead and drop your YouTube link so other people can find you. So let's make sure to support each other and find out about new creators. Captain Billy is in the house. Ahoy, everybody. Ahoy there, Jen. The real captain is here. Oh my goodness. We start with that again. There's Nightbot reminding you to subscribe. And please remember that there are right now 24 different hashtags that Nightbot is running on. So play around with those and have some fun with that. And definitely yay for Faux Friday. Big hooray for that. In my mid 50s, you start feeling that everything is really mind over matter. If you don't mind it, it really doesn't matter. 100%. That goes along with what we're talking about today perfectly. So Tom is working and lurking, has friends coming over from Cali. Oh, nice. And they need to find somewhere to take them. Well, I will tell you, Tom, that at Elk Grove Village tomorrow night, Cheap Trick is playing. And, I'm blanking on what, I wish Shannon was here. I'm blanking on which city is playing, the Bodines are playing. So there's a couple of really awesome bands that are playing tomorrow night for the 4th. Do they deliver the soup hot? No, they do not deliver the soup hot, John. You actually have to mix it up yourself. And Captain Billy saying ahoy there to Squeaky Chet. Fantastic. I want to make sure he is squeaking back. So fabulous. I don't want to miss anyone, but I definitely want to make sure that we have an opportunity to talk about our topic today. And of course, Captain Billy J drops in. Ahoy there, semi-shirtless honorary temporary captain of the color guard drumline, FedEx, Ryan. The title just keeps getting longer every week, it seems. You can't wait for the auction next month. Going to be amazing. Well, I am trying to focus on one fundraiser at a time, but it is getting exciting. We are getting all kinds of things for the Helping Hands for Cruising silent auction next month. And I will give a preview of one of the items just because I previewed it yesterday on the air with Sean on the HH4C channel and the Ducks channel. So some of you may already have seen this. Oh, it's a pretty box. What's inside? Let's see. It is a water bottle that is covered in Swarovski crystals. So this is like bling, bling extraordinaire. It's even up here on the cap. It's blinged out everywhere, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous forest green. So that is just one of the items that you will see when we are doing our silent auction next month. So fabulous. Cruise Nuts is going ahead and dropping their hashtag tribe so we can get the link. No, does Danny speak Spanish? No, I just like to say hola. That's awesome. I love it. Here we go. Back now. Oh, YouTube decided to update. I love when it does that in the middle of what you're watching. Hashtag not moist, all dried up. Not two of my hashtags, Captain. Not yet. We'll have to add those. So let's see. Sensei Wabbit sends high fives to all the squeaky dojo warriors. High five, Sensei Wabbit. Wabbit is not on my list. I need to add Wabbit to the list and come up with something that I like for that. That's a good suggestion. We were live the other day building a birdhouse and painting it. I will go back and have to watch that. I actually missed that. And you're going to a festival tomorrow afternoon. What festival are you going to? And is it like a music festival, or what do they have there? Rides or games, or what kind of stuff do they have? Jimmy, the astute tourist, is here. Good morning, Jimmy. So great to see you on Eddie's show. And so pleased that you are coming back with Cup of Joe Live tomorrow morning. So bright and early, 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Jimmy, the astute tourist, will be live with Cup of Joe. So make sure you tune in, set your alarm. I know it's a day off. You get up, you watch some shows, take a nap later. It's totally worth it. So everyone's shouting out. So Tom says the captain will be on the Luminosa with us. He said he will be pole dancing pole to pole. Hope it's not like Christmas Story and gets stuck to the pole. You always paint a great visual, Tom. That is fantastic. Ahoy, self-appointed captain of the Hooligan Navy, Billy J. I love it. Everybody comes up with the best nicknames for each other. Fantastic. So, yes, Denise, first you cut a hole in the box. We're not going to go for the rest of the song, but everybody knows. And if you don't know, message me and I'll send you the link. As long as the poll is not hashtag moist, I should not be attached to the poll. Oh my God, these visuals are killing me. You guys are hilarious. So Captain Billy says, ahoy there, not my chief, Jimmy. Okay, next you put your in the box. Yes, sing along. Shouting out to Zach, and it's a huge water bottle. How much does it hold? I believe it is either it's a 22 or a 32 ounce. I have to double check, but for the auction, all of the details will be in the description. I promise you that. So everyone still continuing to shout out. Oh, so at the festival, music, games, and so much more. That is my kind of fest. I love going to a festival for the holidays. That is fantastic. So you have the Bartlett Fest, but at 94 degrees, I might not want to be there. Yeah, I got you there. I understand. That's why I was actually thinking of going and seeing one of these musical acts that's later in the evening, because maybe I'm figuring we're down into the 70s, 80s by then, and it's not quite so hot and humid and disgusting. So probably we'll have a pool party tomorrow night also. Fabulous. That sounds like fun. You put your poop in the box, Dee Dee? No, Zach, you do not put your poop in the box. That's not the song. Najuma Brown saying good morning to everyone. Thanks for coming in, Najuma. So great to have you here. And let's see, you put the pole in the box, something like that. Then you reach in the box. And Danny says she's going to a fair next Saturday and can't wait. That is awesome. And Mr. Eddie Lugo, yo, Brooklyn in the house. How are you, sir? Great to have you here. So I actually made it to the bottom of the chat. Incredibly, that hardly ever happens anymore. I'm so lucky that you guys are so active in here. I absolutely love it. And Danny shouting out to Eddie, cheddar. Cheddar cheese. Love it, love it, love it. So let's talk about this freedom to be me. And what is something that you would do now that you would never have dared when you were 25? And for those of you in your 20s, I get it. Something you wouldn't have done when you were a teenager. Let's go there. But yes, what is something that you would do now? Never would have thought of doing at a younger age. Love that. And thank you, John, for dropping the link to my link tree so you can find me on all the social medias. Appreciate that. No hole in the pole, Billy. A visual you will never get out of your head. That is a true statement. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, the colonoscopy test that they're doing now. You had to poop in a box, get it sent through the mail legally. At least that time it was legal. Hmm. Are there other times where you were sending poop that was not legal? Okay. You've always been a do. So that you just go for it, which is awesome. Webster recently experienced a grown-up doctor appointment. Love it. Love it. Love it. And thank you so much, Fuzzy Adventures and More, for coming in and for dropping the hashtag tribe so everyone can find you and support you. So, rent a car. Yes, that's something you can do now that you couldn't have done before you were 25. I'm thinking something a little more adventurous. What we can't do now and what we did do in teens. Yes. So, oops, doer of everything without worrying about what people say. That is so awesome, Laura, that you are in that place, because I think it's a place of freedom. So, yep, have a colonoscopy. Yes, that is something that I didn't used to have to do for sure. And Ryan is dropping his hashtag tribe to go over and check him out. Make sure that you do that. And Jimmy is doing the same thing. So you may have to do it again, Jimmy. It seems a little sluggish. Let's see. And yeah, I get it, Ryan. That was in place of the colonoscopy, but I don't know. They give you some good meds for the colonoscopy. So it's really not that bad. The prep is the bad place. So you have a video of the pool being built on here 5 days ago. Fantastic. Well, I'm glad you dropped your link. Let's all go over and actually watch the video and see what's up. That would be fantastic. Yes, for a pool. And Jimmy reminding you to smash that like. Alice wants a pool at the house. Okay, I get it. I get it. A pool is a nice thing to have. I don't think anything that we were too scared of not outgoing, I'll do all the time. No filters now too. Yep. No more filters. The filters are gone. Eddie says 18 here and 13 likes. What? So thank you for dropping my link for my latest video. I appreciate that so much. And yes, Eddie, Derek's family, and he built a pool in the backyard on Saturday morning. So there we go. Have surgery now, because when I was younger, no. I actually had more surgery when I was younger than I've had now, luckily. So don't want to give it a curse, but yes. And Jimmy, there you go. There's his link. Remember to go over and watch tomorrow morning, Cup of Joe Live, 6 a.m. I know it's early, totally worth it. Okay, let's see. Can we get your address, Derek? Great. Everybody wants to come over and try out the new pool. Jim, okay, Captain Billy says he didn't start cruising until he was 37. I didn't cruise when I was under 25. That's interesting. I actually didn't cruise until I was an adult either. I never cruised as a kid. I took my parents on their first cruise last year for their 60th wedding anniversary. They had never cruised, so we never cruised as a family. Kind of late, Billy. I think I spend money a little more these days. You never know when you won't be here to spend it and might as well be happy with comfortable things. I agree. I find that I am not much of a penny pincher, but some people actually go the opposite way and become more and more frugal the older that they get. So it's simple, Eddie. Get a kiddie pool from Walmart for $39.99. Problem solved. A pool is a pain. Get to be friends with someone that has a pool. Much better. Great advice, John. I love that. And Tommy, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in on your other channel and reminding people to hit the like. You wasted all those years not cruising. That's not a waste. You were just getting ramped up for all the cruising you're doing now. If you had cruised earlier, you might have had a negative experience and not be cruising now. So I think it all happens for a reason, and the timing all happens for a reason. So you're talking about building an indoor outdoor fireplace and building a volleyball court in the backyard. Wow. Your house is going to be party central with all of this. Absolutely. And one for all of me. Okay, everybody's laughing. And yes, you can donate to HH4C directly through their website, or you can also go to the link that I posted in the chat. I have it pinned at the top to donate to our July fundraiser. Again, we've partnered with a Blend Above. It is delicious food, and you can order it for a flat rate, and HH4C gets 50% of the proceeds. So it's a huge win for us. Paul, PSV Odyssey, says howdy. He is driving and listening. Be careful out there. It's a crazy world and people are nuts, especially during a holiday weekend. So no more IKEA furniture either for Laura. She says someone is putting my shit together from this age onward. So you're not going to build it yourself. I get that. Okay. Derek, now Tom really needs that address, but you're welcome in Chi-Town. You are. You're always welcome here to join up with us. But your backyard sounds like a lot more fun than my backyard. Nightbot is doing its job of reminding you to subscribe to the Helping Hands for Cruising YouTube channel. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? It's free. It's got great content. More new stuff is coming in the not too distant future. So make sure you go over there, check them out, and subscribe. We need to get them to 500 subscribers because we need to monetize them, folks. So everyone's saying hey to each other. Here we go. I liked on both channels. Thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate it. Jimmy says pool equals a hole in the ground you throw money into. Oh my goodness. Jen with Embarkation Nation. Hi, hello. How are you, newlywed? Welcome in, welcome in. And Chet is still sticking with his story of no change here. I am still in my prime. Absolutely. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, I always heard that about a boat, Jimmy. I agree with Denise. Heard a boat is a hole in the water you throw your money into. Absolutely. All of Billy's years have been wasted, says Paul. I love it. Oh, so you've got a massive yard, so you're trying to use it the best way you can. Well, that's great if you've got the space. I'm in a townhouse, so I just have a little bitty backyard, but yeah, less to maintain. I pretty much have been doing the same thing since you were young. So you didn't start cutting loose or having no filter or anything like that later on as you have gotten to higher levels. There we go. Chet will and has always danced like no one is watching, but filming. So true. So incredibly true. Boat, break out another 1,000. John, I love that. all the people I know who have boats, I am going to share that with. So you have wetlands behind us. You can flop around like in a pool, just mosquitoes on the headers. Too funny, Tom. You guys are absolutely cracking me up. Holy cow. I had a boat too. Yeah, dollar bills, y'all. That is big dollars for a boat or a pool. There we go. We've got a request from Tom for your backyard, Derek. A lazy river, please. That sounds like a great use of space. I love that. So Jimmy says, nope, I'm a free spirit. So it's always been freedom to be me. That is fantastic. I love it. Awesome. And they're bloodsuckers, Tom. Yeah, they really are. They're horrible. That's like spending hundreds of dollars to go camping because it's cheap and primitive. I don't think anything about going camping is cheap anymore. It's always expensive. Okay, so we've got a request from Danny for the backyard now. Water slides. This is turning into quite the backyard extravaganza. This is awesome. And Paul's saying, I love you, Billy. Yeah, I'm going to be getting a boat at some point in time. So again, between the pool and the boat, that's a lot of upkeep. That's a lot of maintenance. I get that. I totally get that. So you will need a swim up bar too. I love this. I love this design. We need to come up with like an AI design for Derek to give him a blueprint of all the stuff that we could do. And Captain Billy says, I tolerate you, Paul, barely, just because of Meg. Covered grilling area with water and refrigeration. Oh, now you're talking about Chef Todd's dream is to have the full outdoor kitchen. That would be fantastic. So I love being in the water too. So now we're talking. Awesome. I'm glad we're giving so many ideas here. So as long as you tolerate Paul, I think he's happy, Billy. So just get drunk, pass out in the yard, and there you go. Cheap camping. I went camping. I passed out in my backyard. You call it passing out. I call it camping. I like that. So Captain Billy has a hot tub in his backyard, but hardly use it because of Florida. I get that. Maybe a little fishing lake too. Oh, wow. This backyard is really shaping up nice. A number of my friends who live in Florida have pools and use them extensively, but not so much the hot tubs. I get that. So Danny is going to her conference in 2 weeks, 5 days at this hotel. It has water slides, a pool, lazy river, and a mini golf course too. Wow, what kind of cool resort are you going to? I usually just get stuck going to a conference center with like conference rooms. It has none of that fun stuff. So no one wants to go with you naked body, Billy. Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you so much for coming in. Great to have you here. And a kiddie pool in the south is a hot tub. Awesome. Okay, so it's somewhere in Orlando. That explains it. Everything can be built up there and better weather and all of that stuff for the lazy river. And it sounds like the hotel in Branson. You know what? I actually was at a hotel in Branson once that sounded very similar to that too. So I was kind of thinking the same thing, Paul. Well, folks, you know what? We are getting to the end of our time. It has just flown by. And the one thing that I didn't do is on Thursdays, we draw a card from the affirmations for a badass deck, because Thursdays are all about gratitude and being thankful. So I am going to take out the deck. I am going to shuffle a little bit, and I am going to draw a card. I didn't come this far to only come this far. Love it. Live it. Embrace it. I love what you guys are talking about. I love all the ideas. It is fantastic. I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous Thursday. Oh, God, John, eat enough beans and you'll have bubbles in the kiddie pool too. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You are too funny. Oh, my God. Holy cow, you guys are slaying me here. The motor died 3 months after warrant. This is all pool problems that I don't want to have to do. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you love the show. Please make sure that you hit the like on your way out. You forgot the Yiddish word of the week last week. I did. I did forget the Yiddish word of the week last week. Thank you for reminding me. I won't do that again. I appreciate it. So yes, everybody is cracking everybody up. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful Independence Day weekend. Go over and visit the folks on Go Live Together with Cheryl, Jeremy, and Eddie. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Take care and stay weird.